President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke on Friday with US President Donald Trump in what the Ukrainian leader said was, quote, a very important and fruitful phone call. In a post on social media platform X, he said the pair discussed Russian airstrikes and broader frontline developments. He also said they spoke about opportunities in air defense and agreed they would, quote, work together to strengthen the protection of our skies. Zelensky then went on to thank the US president for his support. The conversation comes a day after Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin discussed Ukraine, Iran and other issues in a call the Kremlin described as frank and constructive. But despite phone calls, the conflict still continues on the ground. Overnight and into Friday, Russia launched a massive aerial attack against Ukraine, mainly targeting Kyiv, while subsequent attacks also caused a blackout at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, said the country's energy minister. Also on Friday, a Russian Telegram channel reported that Ukraine had used a new type of drone to attack a strategic plant in the country's Rostov Oblast region.
Russia became the first country in the world to formally recognize the Taliban government in Afghanistan since the group seized power in 2021. The decision follows shortly after Moscow's top court removed the group's terrorist designation in April. Relations between the two countries have been historically complex. However, Russia in recent years sought to deepen its ties with Afghanistan.
Germany wants to negotiate a direct agreement with the Taliban to take back Afghan nationals set for deportation. Berlin suspended deportations after the group returned to power in 2021, but resumed flights in August last year with the support of regional partners. My idea is that we make agreements directly with Afghanistan to enable repatriations, German Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt said in an interview on Thursday, adding that a similar deal is being discussed with Syria. Germany does not currently recognize the Taliban government and maintains no official diplomatic ties with Kabul. On Friday, the United Nations criticized plans to strike a deal with the group, saying it was, quote, not appropriate to return people to Afghanistan due to documented human rights violations. Migration was a key issue as Germans headed to the polls to vote in last February's snap federal elections.
The European Trade Union Confederation sounded the alarm after the heatwave sweeping across Europe claimed its first victims in the workplace. Spain and France have both reported a heatwave-related death. Similar tragedies had occurred in previous summers in both countries, as well as in Italy and Greece. According to figures from the International Labour Organization, the EU has seen a 42% increase in heat-related deaths in the workplace since the turn of the century. The Confederation pointed out that when temperatures exceed 30 degrees Celsius, the risk of workplace accidents increases by 5 to 7%. And past 38 degrees, the risk is 10 to 15% higher.
E noi diciamo anche che le valutazioni del rischio devono essere fatte tenendo conto non solo della temperatura, ma anche di altre condizioni che incidono, l'umidità, appunto la quantità d'ombra disponibile, la ventilazione, l'esposizione alla luce solare. Poi pensiamo che ci debba essere il diritto alle visite mediche, ai controlli periodici e infine un diritto banale, quello ad assentarsi al lavoro senza provvedimenti disciplinari, senza sanzioni, nei casi in cui il lavoratore percepisca che delle condizioni di calore estremo lo stanno mettendo in difficoltà.
Trade unions are now calling for European measures to protect workers. They are asking for maximum working temperatures to be set accordingly for different sectors. Some member states have already set thresholds, but unions argue that these are not enough.